I'm just dropping down. And I'm now coming up to my pressure wall. All right, 1, 2, 3. Now if I want to check to see if it's been released, I will see if I can move it. Can you see your body moving slightly?
Yeah.
With my 2 hands. So you can definitely move her. I can take my hands away. Walk out of her space for a moment. Yep. Can I still move her? Yes, she's moving. And I'm barely touching her to move it. If she was a fly, that's as much pressure as I'm putting on to move it. Now it's about the right side and everything like that. Right. Let's check. Face. Have a look where she's showing me.
Yeah,
She's
yeah.
talking about my shoulder.
It could also be that you put pressure on
Her jaw.
her jaw.
Yep. So right there,
And
I
your
found
voice
my
is-
first.
Your voice changed as well.
There you go. Good. It's heavy. All right. Yeah, I know. Sorry. I haven't released her yet, other than the beginning. Checking her ribs. Checking underneath. And what I feel for the towel's pretty heavy. Oh, that's another spot. Oh, there it is. Checking that hip. Fine. Checking down the leg. Going all the way down. Checking behind the leg. Nothing in there. Well, when I say nothing in there, it's not heavy. It is heavy.
When you were around the back of the horse, the eyes seemed like they were kind of like widening.
Widening.
Yeah.
Yeah. She wasn't comfortable. Checking this side of her face. Yes, I know. There. This shoulder, lovely. Nice and soft. Checking all the way up. Yes. Checking the ribs.
Poking tongue out.
Uh-oh.
Really? Go. Oh, just grumpy old bag. No. Checking this half. The mother. She's the mother. Checking the leg.
Cheeky.
And there's the pressure of the mother coming out.
Yeah.
Right.
Because that
So
horse was
that's
the bit
inside of this back leg.
Uh-huh.
Is really heavy. And the tail's going nuts. Yeah. So now which one do I actually want to pick? Let's have a look. Which one's heavier? Yes, madam. So the tail is heavy, but not as heavy as that back foot. Go back to the shoulder.
So what Jackie's showing you there is it's okay to take your time and check your work.
Yeah.
It's not, you don't have to get it right. You don't have to have some divine intervention and go, that's the bone. Just put your hand on it and double check. You can take your time.
So this shoulder's getting even heavier while Simon's talking. So I'm going to find a new supporting grip. This is going to be my number one. All right. Yep, lean in. See how I'm finding a way to get myself comfortable and she's getting herself comfortable?
Mhm.
Right.
No, she's still.
She's still. I'm still. I'm going to breathe out. Lovely. Now I could stay here most of the day. I'm going to come up. Pressure wall. Now, which direction do I feel is most resistance within my body? Holding the flintlock is turning left. I mean right, sorry. So she's just rebalanced herself at that pressure wall. Redo it. And we're gonna go. 1, stop. My left foot's the heaviest. 2, stop. 3, I'm going. And my nose is running. Oh, the cheese. The cheese. Why did you lose the cheese out?
It's not the cheese, it's a
What about?
See her body relaxing, and you see my hand was still there, and it's slowly coming off the second hand. First hand, the one I found a lock on. I'm just going to see if it's nice and soft, but she's just happy. I know I can move her because she's very movable, and I can feel it within my own body. So that's my number one. Now I'm going to go and see where was my number 2, possibly the tail. We're going to check. And because I can't hold that point, I'm going to go like that. That's much softer. Yeah, that's good. Because I can't touch that point and really get into it, with the tail, you can use the whole tail to pull it together. All right. Now, gonna check this leg. Can you please hold that shoulder?
What would you do when you don't have anyone and you go on the other side?
If I don't have anyone,
Yeah, who touches the other point.
I'll pretend to use the winner, or you can use the owner. Or any owner. But if you don't have the owner there,
Yeah.
Yeah, underneath you can do it.
that's really locked. Not underneath. Like underneath. Although there's my head. Right, so I know she's locked there. I'm in a very odd position,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm actually supporting her body with my head as well. If anyone can see that. Okay, so I know that's my number 2. That's the defender. I'm gonna start again. Yes, sweetheart. I'm going to find a position where I can support her and she feels comfortable and safe. What's going to be the best way for me to pick it up? There. Right, I'd be able to pick up that Flinchlock with my supporting grip. Now I'm not putting much pressure with the supporting grip on there. It's all coming into the legs. Breathe out. Okay, up to the pressure wall. Realizing I need to move my foot if I'm going to pick it up. Now, my right foot is the heaviest. And I'm going 1, stop, 2, stop, 3, and we're going, good girl. It's still coming out. So you guys can see it's coming. Now she's quite nice because she's quite slow in releasing. And she's quite soft. I'm going to connect my 1 and 2 together. Shoulder please.
Normally they're just like, yeah.
So now from the first one, the third one.
First one and second one.
You're connecting them,
I'm
yeah.
connecting them. Now she's finding her
She
comfy
hasn't found the
position.
third one yet.
Yeah.
And we're going up to the pressure wall. 1, 2, 3. Interesting how they were still locked together as well. Sometimes they're
They're not locked anymore.
not locked anymore. Those we're still locked.
So you're connecting 1 to 2, aren't you?
I'm connecting 1 to 2.
Thank you.
And she's gently rocking.
Yeah.
And I'm not doing the rocking at all.
What do you mean rocking?
Her body was rocking.
Body's rocking.
Her body was just going,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It's like a wave.
Yeah.
Let me check this tail. There's nothing in that tail. Can you see? She's just
Yeah.
soft as anything. There's nothing. That tail's gone. So now I've got to find a number 3.
You're still using the 1 as the search.
I'm
not
still
the back.
using the 1 as a search party to find my number 3. Sorry. Again, back to that Google search. Now it's the opposite shoulder. Alright, that is heavy. We'll just check in case something else has come up. But it's definitely this opposite shoulder. Outside of that leg. No. See, I don't know if you guys could see, but as I touch those certain parts, the leg lift up, as if to say, no, not there. I don't want you there. This opposite shoulder. Yeah, I know. We're getting there. Is the one I need to do. Yeah, I will find a grip. So I'm going to support the shoulder now. Find a supporting grip. Right. Okay. I could stay here all day now. I'm going to come up to the pressure wall. One, two, three. Woo. My legs are shaking.
And there's a release.
Mum's just done it. Right, that's green.
Look at her lips.
And it's coming out. And it's coming out. There was so much work. So now I've done my three. Give her a moment, because that third one was quite big. And you guys saw how I had my hands wrapped around to create that support to hold that shoulder. You guys couldn't quite see it, but I had to find a really comfortable position for her and for myself, that she was still able to move if she needed to. And I wasn't going to fall on my butt. I was stable. My 1 and 3. Away from the hay. See the stillness? We're just coming to equal, we're just balancing at the moment. Bear with us. Right, lift up. Pressure wall. And 1, 2, 3. There.
Looks like she can stay down.
I'm out. I'm gone. So that was 1 and 3 weren't super heavy. Was still locked together, but they weren't super heavy. We were just waiting to get comfortable before I could eventually release it. It's nice and soft. Very quick. Now, I'm going to do 3 to 2. My horse is facing the wrong way. 1 to 2. We're good. Not hitting the hand. Let's just check so I can show them. Oh, sorry. Still processing. It's fine. She'll survive. Okay. Unfortunately, she's locked with 2 and 3, which means I've got more work to do. up to the pressure wall. If you can see just where the wither was, she was starting to twitch. 1, stop. 2, stop. 3. They were locked, nice and simple. 3 came through. I couldn't actually move off my knees to follow it, but she knew that anyway. So she allowed herself to move out of my space. Didn't push her, she just went, oh that's good, let's go. My shoulder and my back leg are now connected together.